So, Bill, we have a couple things in common. You are a science educator, scientist, enthusiast, and also an actor.
It really started, if you're reckoning properly, when I did an advertisement for the loop antenna. And I believe I did that spot in the year 1980 as disco music was giving way to punk rock. And this
This
would be
guy.
during the important work of Sid Vicious and the Sex Pistols, the important work of Devo.
So, you started out as a sketch comedian?
Yeah, I started doing comedy. Yeah, I started doing comedy after I won the Steve Martin Lookalike contest in Seattle. I did not win any subsequent contests. I won the one in Seattle. And then I started doing stand-up comedy at, are we on Seattle television here? At Swanee's Comedy Underground,
All
which is
over.
still there.
National, international.
Yes, we're universe-wide as it gets broadcast. So, I spent a lot of time on stage. That's what I'd say.
And you-
whether or not it was any good is a whole nother.
And you had your character, Bill Nye the Science Guy. And
Yes, well, that was created for you students of television history. I was in a writers' meeting for this show called Almost Live, which we all agreed was a better name than 3 hours old. So we'd record it at 8:30 on Saturday nights and broadcast it at 11:30. So this show was on the NBC affiliate in Seattle, and it would be on, this is the NBC television station. It would be on before Saturday Night Live at 11:30, then Saturday Night Live wouldn't start till midnight. That's how cool we thought we were. So anyway, I spent a lot of time there doing hilarious comedy bits, and in one writers' meeting, we needed 6 minutes, which is a lot. It's just a lot of time. And the head guy, the host, Ross Schaefer, he said, you could do that stuff you do at the Science Center, with the liquid nitrogen. You could be like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Well, I got to go. And then, that's it. Doggone it. So I did the household uses of liquid nitrogen. Because you have it, everybody's got liquid nitrogen around, of course. So, and you probably saw some of it in the lecture just now. So if you've never done this, you can take a quantity of this and pour it, and it just boils away before it really gets anywhere. I'm glad I've grown out of this. And you get an ordinary banana and cook it. It doesn't sound like a banana. And then the big fun, of course, for all of us, after the marshmallows are roasted, is to chew them.
Great, thank you so much. I have one final quick question for you. Each of our Everyday Science TV episodes are going to be brought to you by a different chemical element. If you could choose one element that's your favorite, what would it be and why?
Okay, well, an element. See, that's naturally you've only got 92, and that includes technetium and promethium. You're not even going to find promethium unless you look in distant stars. Technetium only exists under certain conditions, certain mines for a few hours or days, whatever the heck. But hydrogen is the basis of everything. We've got to pick one. But if I may have a compound.
Yes, you may have a compound.
Well, water is it for me. Water is, I feel like I'm made of it.
Looks like we have something else in common, Bill. Can you do a little example of what a helium voice would sound like?
You mean if I were to breathe helium? Yeah, I guess. But it's not the same, because the charm of the helium thing is it takes you so off guard because it's so much less dense. By the way, there could be a shortage of helium.
Uh-oh.
Right?
What are we going to do at kids' parties?
Well, not just that. What are you going to do for magnetic resonance imaging? What are you going to do for the ullage, the space above the fuel in a fuel tank? It's a fabulous, if you play Scrabble, ULLAGE, ullage, and where you fill that with helium on most spacecraft. So, by the way, the planetary site we are very excited. We have an exotic, cool use of that helium. Stick with us. Join the Planetary Society. Let us, dare I say it, change the world.
Change the world. Thank you so
Jessica.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time.